Hey guys, we are back talking all things Bravo with my co-host, my partner in crime, Glammy. I'm John Richardson. You can find me at Comedy Jonah on Twitter. Glammy, where can we find you?
You can find me at princessglammy.com and here with you every
Woohoo! I'm
Wednesday.
so excited. Check out all of our Bravo content, not just mine and Glammy's show. We've got Eric reading audio blogs for OC this season. We have just our regular blogs on all of the Bravo shows at yourrealityrecaps.com/Bravo because we love us some Bravo. Orange County premiered this week.
I love
Glammy?
it. Well, first of all, I want to say how gorgeous Vicky looks. Vicky's plastic surgery obviously went down, and it's very natural looking. That she looks fab.
Now we just need Brandy's to go down.
Well, Brandy's never going to go down. She's going to be plumping away. Get me a cup.
Vicky looks good. Now, I know that with women, it's the neck that's kind of an issue as you get older. I also look at the cleavage, like if there's any kind of wrinkles, or is that an indicator of how old a woman is?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, because, well, I don't go out in the sun very much, even though I live in Florida. It gets really sort of, I don't know, scaly,
Yeah.
oily.
Freckly.
Yeah, it's not good. So you have to go to your guy, and if you have those, I have one age spot here on my arm, and I'm going to get it lasered off. It takes like 1, 2, and that's it done. But
No,
I've
but
never had one yet.
I have to agree with you. Vicky looks really good.
Fantastic.
I was actually kind of glad that Brooks has moved in and she's not really listening to her daughter anymore, even though I'm not a big Brooks fan.
Neither am I. I just don't want to wish him any ill will. I mean, I want him to get better, and then she's okay. And this whole cancer thing may bring them really close together. And when Brianna finds out that he really does have cancer, I mean, you can see he's lost what, 30, 40 pounds. I mean,
yeah,
completely different. And who the hell would who would go to chemo? Who would actually go into the hospital and say, "I'll be back in an hour, honey"? Nobody.
This is reality TV, Glammy.
Disgusting.
We've heard worse.
Do you like my new cups? I went to Crate and Barrel this week, by the way, and got new tea mug.
Awesome. I'm still using my Gemini cup since it's my birthday month. So that's what I'm using.
Well, that would be what? Oh, really?
Sunday. Sunday's my birthday.
Yeah, I was just about to say, wait a minute. I thought this was, oh, that's the split personality thing, right? Okay.
You're about to meet the other one in just a moment.
Yes, can't wait. So, we were talking about what
So Vicky looks great. Brooks is living with her in the house.
Tamra found her tits again. Obviously.
Tamra and her tits. My gosh.
Let's go back. She said that she wanted to remove the breasts because Simon was the one that made her get them. And
those gigantic ones. He likes big boobs.
Well, she's got the same fucking ones back. I mean, it was like she put them.
Smaller ones.
Maybe
right?
I think she probably asked Andy, "Could you send me the one back?"
Well, they popped on Watch What Happens Live. I forgot who popped them, but Andy was tossing them around and popped the implant.
That's right. So she had to go and buy new ones completely. She couldn't just like wash those ones off and put them back in. So
do we feel sorry for Tamara because she's kind of isolated herself from last season? She's sitting there all drugged up with her teary little mascara. And she's like, my friends aren't visiting me in the hospital. It's a boob job. Really?
Well, did you notice what friend visited her in the hospital? Gretchen was the only one that turned up.
The first time, yeah, or the last time.
Yeah,
I forgot which time.
And Vicky was on the phone because Vicky has a job. And did you see how thick Tamara's file was on the desk? I was like, my doctor, my clinical physician's notes aren't that goddamn thick. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm going to rewatch that. I didn't see it. Oh.
He made a big deal. He was like, is this your file? I mean, I have a thinner than that. I was like, good Lord. I was like, give me a break, Tamara. And of course, she doesn't do much. Right. That's follow-up and pre-op shit in there, obviously, too.
Oh.
It was massive. You have to go through it and look at it. It was crazy.
That is hilarious.
But so she had her tits done again because obviously it was her that wanted them done in the first place.
Yes.
Her husband is still apparently straight at the moment because they're still married.
Eddie?
Yeah. I mean, as somebody tweeted out, so have we all come to the conclusion that Eddie is not straight? And I'm like, well, I heard that he wasn't, but who am I to say? That he may
Like
be...
a little both ways, or is
No, completely batting for your team.
Really?
That's what I'd heard years ago. Maybe just a bad
Next
thing.
time I'm in Orange County, I've got to work out at that gym and see for myself.
Apparently. And then, of course, Heather had to throw in within the first, 3 or 4 minutes that her sink was a $7,000 sink. Could we get the bragging to a minimum? It should be in her contract that bragging and talking like this and then going needs to stop. It's not. She's not on a daytime soap opera. She's supposed to be as real as possible, and she's the fakest one I have ever seen.
I think she's like that in real life. Again, I agree with past seasons, like with Vicky, with Tamara saying it'd be great if Heather could just like loosen up, get a little drunk, dance on the table, and let her hair down. I get it. She's got all this structure and everything else, but let's just let loose. I would like to see Heather with a hangover. I would like to see her in bed with a washcloth and just like, I drank too much. Yeah, I drank too much, or I did too much cocaine, and now I feel sick.
Well, I did hear her say that she was shocked at how she comes across on TV, and that the reason she talks so slowly and so directly is so she can think of the correct words. Well, instead of having the dictionary in your head, just talk like a normal fucking human being. Instead of
at lunchtime.
Instead of saying, "Oh, you're so pretentious," say, "Listen, you're just full of shit. Let it go."
Yeah.
And her going around. I'm sorry. There is no way on hell that she is going to sleep with that toad of a husband of hers if he hit.
I love Terry. I would sleep with Terry. Very good looking.
No.
You watch Botched and the show afterwards with RuPaul hosting it?
I do. I love Botched. I love Botched, and the only reason I watch it is because Paul's on it. And Paul's got this kind of, he's the bubbly, funny guy.
Oh, see, Paul's totally my type. I would choose Paul over Terry, but if I had to be left with Terry,
I would 100% take Paul. Over.
Like at the party, if the only 2 keys left in the bowl were mine and Terry's, I'd be fine.
Exactly. With Terry, not Paul. You take Terry.
I would choose Paul over Terry, but I'm saying at the key bowl party, if
no. I'd leave. I'd say
I wouldn't.
Keep on hawking.
I would get Terry's keys and drive off in his car. How's that?
I'd say, Terry, go have a threesome with you and whoever else you manage to pick.
Just not Heather. She'd probably talk or analyze me while it's happening.
Yeah, and she'd be doing this with her hair.
Yeah.
And make sure that you can see the Chanel necklace at all times. And the Chanel purse.
Yeah.
And the children's Chanel. Did you see that she put on Instagram her Chanel shopping cart? Somebody made her a shopping basket that was Chanel. Or maybe it's Chanel. I have not actually seen it in a local Chanel, but apparently you can order a shopping basket and it's made of the Chanel
like a reusable bag?
No, it's it's the carts that you get, the hand carts.
Yeah.
Okay, her hand cart is completely covered with the Chanel chains. Go onto her Instagram, you will see it. And she got a Chanel birthday cake and Chanel. Well, basically, she's a complete Chanel whore.
Well, I wish I was.
I like a little Chanel, just here and there, earrings or a bag with jeans, but not every freaking thing. And now she's got Vicky Gunvalson into it. Chanel coat, which did look fabulous, by the way.
That Chanel coat was pretty fabulous.
Fucking gorgeous. I'm like, whoa, God.
Gorgeous.
I do like the fact that she's spending a little bit of money on herself these days because it was as if her and Tamara always shopped together, at the consignment store. And they always picked up the same frocks. It was like the two of them always kind of wore the same. It's as if Vicky's coming into her own, and she's really, really... I like the hair shorter. It takes 10 years off of her. Maybe that's the plastic surgery. I'm not sure, but she does look great. So there was her.
That Chanel shopping bag basket is fabulous.
And how many thousands of dollars did it take to get that? And will she really take it to Good Foods or Whole Foods or whatever? No.
I want one.
I don't want one. What are you going to do with it? It's going
I
to catch on your stockings.
listen. We're Seattle. We're all about reusing. I could reuse that all the time. I'd be helping the environment. That's how I would justify
Okay,
it.
what you do is you get Asa's gold Louis Vuitton shopping bag, which I love. I wanted to get it in silver so bad, but I didn't. I couldn't take too much money.
Do you know how much it costs?
I do kind of know how much that thing costs.
12,500.
What, the shopping cart thing?
The shopping basket.
Yeah. I suppose you put it in his $7,000 sink.
Huffington Post reported it. Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you waste money like that? You could have given 12 grand to the food bank.
That's an education.
That it is in a local.
As you know, you're a mother of children.
I'm sending one to college this year.
Yeah.
And my husband had to announce to my son, hey, if you get a job, we'll pay for college. Well, he got a job.
Oh, no. I hate it when they checkmate you.
I'm like, what? And it's a really kind of good job, but he wants to be a nurse, something, an anesthesiologist nurse. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Like Vanessa on Game of Crowns.
Oh, really?
She was she did the anesthesia. She was a technician and had a degree in it. Mm-hmm. And her tagline is, I pass gas for a living.
Oh, fabulous. That's what my son wants. My friend happens to be running. He's going from Chicago to Duke University now. He's doing his fellowship in anesthesiology. He's a doctor. I've known him since he was in nursing school. He went that route and then changed into a doctor. So anyway, back to Real Housewives of Orange County.
Let me know. That's a friend of mine, so let me know. I'll reach out to her. But let's talk about, I know we're going to talk about Shannon, but let's talk about Shannon. So we know Curto doesn't like her. I love Shannon.
I know, me too. And Eric. There, that's what I think about you.
I agree, and I think Eric sees too many similarities.
Yeah, maybe. Crazy. Yeah, I think Eric may have a crystal under his pillowcase, or slip it under the man's pillowcase. I don't want to give him his way.
I want to put relationship crystals. Those have to go back up.
We may actually have to send some to Eric about, keeping calm and being nice to people at friggin' yard sales.
Right.
Eric. Hello, don't shove the woman down the hill.
Calling her crazy when his partner, spray painted their Jeep camouflage when we were in Toronto.
Fabulous. No problem with that at all. But I like Shannon. I really feel terrible. Her husband is a sexy boy. I'm sorry. There's something about David. He's got something so appealing that I think it doesn't matter how old you are, you're still going to sleep with that man. He can I don't know what it is. I feel terrible for Shannon.
You know what I'm talking about. No, he has a sexual appeal. I was shocked because at the reunion last year, they seemed to be getting along, they seemed to be having sex, and then she says shortly after, things went back to normal, and then he kind of had his affair.
Well, apparently he had the affair before that, and then Tamara did something with, I believe it was or Entertainment Magazine or ET or whatever it is, and she was talking about, see, I told you, I kept my mouth shut, I was the only one on the cast that knew about the affairs and said nothing, and I'm like, bitch, you said everything but. I mean,
right?
I was like, why are you taking credit?
That's the thing you should have said.
That's the one thing you should have said and said nothing about everything else. It was really weird. I was like, that's bizarre. So anyway, he was having an affair with, we don't know who, but I'm sure Tamara's going to tell us all. At some point during the season or on the internet. She's just going to blab. She can't keep her mouth shut. So we're going to find out who that is, which is a real damn shame. But Shannon, I mean, they really are trying to keep it together. I don't know. They started getting up at the same time as each other and going to bed together and but I think that was after the affair had been found out. That's what she was keeping in sight all season last year, or during the season she found out. And I think things just fractured when they went on TV again. And then now they're back on TV. They're in therapy, which hopefully will work.
Do we think reality TV kills marriages?
Absolutely. If you don't have a solid foundation to start with, you're screwed.
You're totally screwed.
And this is jumping to another show.
Which is why I'm not on reality TV.
Remember last week I said Susan on Secrets and Whys immediately said my husband was in jail, securities fraud, laid it out there. She had nothing in her closet. No skeletons were going to fall out. She's straight out honest about it. If she'd hidden that, could you imagine, breaking news on such and such.com?
Oh, yeah.
Susan's husband's an ex-con and blah, blah, blah.
Totally.
So Susan did it right. I don't know if Shannon did it right. I think Shannon should have just said her husband was having an affair. Maybe things would have been better, especially with people like Heather Dubrow.
Yeah.
Or my new name for Heather is Heather Page, see you next Tuesday. Because see you next Tuesday sounds like count.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the new girl.
I'm not a sports fan. I have no idea who her husband is. I don't know either. I believe he's been married a couple of times, and
she's the third. She's the third.
And her stepchild is.
She's closer in age than her She's closer in age to the stepdaughter than she is her husband.
Exactly. And here's another thing. The stepmom has been in remission for 2 years from cancer. So when the chick says on TV, we moved back to Orange County because my stepdaughter's mom is sick. No, it's not true. So that's bullshit. The mom has been in remission for a couple of years, as far as the internet says. So why make up that book? See, skeletons tumbling out, bullshit, lies. Already, episode 1. You're like... I mean, don't these people realize when they go on reality television, all of them, Big Brother cast, I'm talking to you too, we find shit out, especially when you lie blatantly, like, I have 4 degrees from MIT. No, you don't.
Not with Canada, though. The Canadian cast seems to be just peaches. They're all peaches.
I know, and is Robin Cass still casting for Big Brother Canada?
As far as I know, she is. And,
the problem we have here is CBS. CBS have a model, fill in the boxes, like the Christmas calendar where you get the chocolate out. Put the little people in the boxes, got 16 of them, awesome. We got the supermodel, we got the gay guy, which can also be the black one, so you kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Switch the gay and the black.
Yeah, or combine them. We had Marcellus. Killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I'd love it. They had 2 black people on season, 15, and all shit hell broke loose with racism and crap like that. So they probably won't do that again. It's crazy. I wish they would just do what they do in Canada, though. People don't have the perfect figures. They don't have the perfect speech or the perfect education or the perfect backstory. They're just normal Canadians, which looks really good. So, but that's a completely different thing. Anyway.
Oh, absolutely. So back to Shannon. So we were watching her, then kind of going into counseling. If your husband was to cheat on you, would you go to counseling? Would you be doing this?
Nope. I said to my husband the first night I met him, the one thing, because I was in a marriage before, I was married. Oh. He cheated on me. I found out. Bye-bye, get out of the house.
Yeah.
I've never spoke to him again. I signed the divorce papers. I didn't even meet them. Didn't go to court. See you. Sent them. Pick them up.
Yeah.
Bye. And I said to my husband, if you do it to me, it's the most disrespectful thing you can do to your partner.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be with that, you divorce, move on.
Kill me. We could be friends. This isn't working. I have fallen out of love with you. It's going to hurt, but don't cheat on me and then possibly give me a venereal disease, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just, to me, no. That's why I have a huge problem with Hillary Clinton, because Hillary Clinton is not a role model to young girls, in my opinion, because she stayed with Bill, because she wanted to be president of the United States, so she stayed with Bill. Now Monica's coming back out. Have you seen Monica?
Mm-hmm. Wasn't she at the Tony Awards?
Yeah. Yes.
In that red dress?
Yeah, people are like, oh my God, she sucked the president's dick. I'm like, listen, the president wanted her to suck his dick.
Right?
He didn't want you or me to suck his dick.
Okay, I was just going to say
He picked Monica. She's one up on us. Stop throwing stones in glass houses. If shit came out about us that we did in our 20s, we'd be under the bed for years.
Not be on camera.
No. And I mean, so I feel bad for her. But anyway.
But I think people judging her like that too, especially after all of these years, when people doing it had probably had worse things in their mouth, I think is stupid.
And here's another thing: half the people, bitching about her nowadays weren't even born. They're like 15, 16-year-old kids on Twitter, going.
Yeah, those Twitter trolls.
Because my mom and dad said she was, honey, your mom was a slut too. Did you know that? Your mommy has had sex with more than just your daddy. Ask your mommy some questions about her childhood.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ask her why she's not going to her high school reunion.
Reunion.
Exactly.
She was popular for a reason.
Yeah, she was called a bite. It wasn't because she was exercising, honey. She was the bite.
So we've seen previews of what's coming up in Orange County.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Terrifyingly exciting.
On the floor crying?
Well, Vicky, I believe it's because her mom died.
And she finds out it's the results.
Well, I investigated a little bit, and I looked at Twitter and going back, and it looks like Vicky's mom died. She got the phone call, and it was her mom's dead. But it may be completely wrong. Maybe it is cancer.
Oh my gosh!
But why?
Is that why we're seeing previews of Mom? You think?
Don't know. But
I mean, we're seeing stuff with the mom, the previews or the past flashbacks.
Here's another thing. Vicky has come out and she's done some interviews being absolutely irate that people would make up that the cancer was fake. And apparently it was Brianna and the new chick, but it was Heather that said, wasn't Heather that went, who would make up cancer?
Yeah.
In the preview. So they're all talking about it. But it looks like he does actually have cancer. And if he doesn't die from it, then do people just say he didn't have it? I mean, what do these people want?
Does he have to die to prove it?
Exactly. And why is his medical records anybody's business? I mean, if Vicky wants to talk about it, then that's fine. But why is Brianna? Brianna needs to get her own life sorted out with that man of hers.
After all that shit that went down with Brianna's husband, with Lydia's mom, and Lydia, I have no respect for Brianna. Yeah, she says, I don't like Brooks because he was drunk and left a message saying she should be put in her place and manhandled. Well, look who the hell she's married to. Yeah, so I really think she really doesn't have... She's kind of calling the kettle black a little bit. And for Brianna now to say, or hearsay or whatever, saying he doesn't look like someone with cancer. Well, what does that look like? Do they have to be bald? Do they have to have raccoon eyes?
Look at Daisy on Blood, Sweat, and Heels. Daisy does not look like she has cancer. In fact, half the cast were completely floored that she had cancer for nearly, 6 or 7 months?
And was going through chemo.
I know.
And looked fabulous on Watch What Happens Live, too, and we got an update.
Well, when I saw, just going back to her again, I saw her on that show on Blood, Sweat, and Heels, and she showed her mom what her hair was like without the wig, and she'd never shown anybody, and she did it on camera, and she looked so beautiful. I mean, she just looked gorgeous. I mean,
we're talking about Daisy, right?
Daisy, yeah.
She's a sweet energy about her.
There is something
that goes through.
Yeah, and I just love her.
I do too.
But the whole Orange County thing, I don't know. Well, I'm thinking Tamara's best friends with Sarah right now, her daughter-in-law. But that's only until Sarah doesn't allow her to see the kid or something, and she goes fucking Tamara on her. And so I'm not sure about that. Vicky tells Tamara to keep her nose out of Vicky's business, basically. Heather continues building her mansion. I don't even remember the new chick's name. What is it? Vanessa, Victoria, Valerie? I don't even
young Chippy.
I don't know who she is. And she's like, is it Jim Edmonds? Jim Edmonds? Jim Edmonds asked me out on a date. I'm like, Who?
It's Megan, right? Megan
Megan.
King.
Megan.
Megan.
Yeah. So I don't. Megan's so forgettable unless she causes major drama. And she does say, I believe, to Vicky, "You're just no woman that's been a
It's a
bit
bitter old woman.
bitter old woman, sweetie." Vicky's self-made. She had to give half her money to her ex-man, and she's still trucking and wearing Chanel. So fuck off, seriously. Um, I don't even know. Have we missed anybody? There's Shannon, Megan,
Nope.
Vomit, Debro, Tamra, and Vicky. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, we're done with them then.
Well, Lizzie's making appearances. So on the BravoTV.com site, Lizzie's also
So
on
is Gina
there.
Keogh or whatever. And of course Lynn was on. Lynn's got a grandchild.
Lynn, who's now divorced
And is a grandma.
and is a grandma.
Now, how old is her kid? Because they were teenage girls just a few years ago.
When they got served, right?
And you're being served. Hi, is your mom home? Here's your eviction notice.
Gotta sell more bracelets.
Yeah,
Sell more cuffs.
She's still selling cuffs. They're not handcuffs, but they're cuffs. Her husband may end up in handcuffs, but
My tea time almost went through my nosies.
So let's talk about my. We're going to go and do Candy's.
We gotta do Shaw's too.
Oh.
Shaw's had their part 1 reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Holy
Okay, can I just say
that
my husband has a huge problem with fake boobs. He hates fake boobs, hates them. So when
I thought you had fake boobs.
No, mine's are real.
Oh.
Mine's are real. Unfortunately, I want a reduction, so fuck it. Anyway, would that be classified as non-fake then? Would that be real if I lifted them or something?
Right.
Okay, let's talk about the first one. The lift. MJ's boob lift. What?
The outfit, I couldn't figure. She kept adjusting and kept.
And Andy was like, "What are you doing over there?" I mean, she's lifting and shoving and throwing them over her shoulders. I'm like, good Lord. I was like, lady, put the boobs down. I mean, could she have worn that outfit in black, maybe, to make them a little less noticeable?
Black would have been nice with the olive skin.
And the big tits.
Oh, and most gay men I talk to, we love boobs, right? And
Absolutely.
But that's a lot going on. That's the pushing in
Well,
and.
I said to my husband, I said, on my worst date, my boobs have never looked like that, right? And he's like, no, they're like 3 each of you. I'm like, oh, okay. And then we went to Gigi and her fake boobs. And she's like, Andy, you want to feel them? They're real soft. And the moment she did that, my husband went, oh, honey, they're not soft. You can see her trying to make them move.
Yeah, they're
and
rocks.
So he was like, they're just like rocks. But I didn't like MJ's outfit. It was a bit too much. I felt bad for Mike, who's obviously put on some weight and his stomach was hanging out. The shirt kept opening, and Reza kept trying to tell him, sit straight up. You're showing, it's all pulled and shit. And so I didn't like Mike's outfit.
Reza with no mustache.
Reza, who was the strange man on the end of the couch? I was like, who's that?
Do we like it with or without?
I like him with. He doesn't look like Saddam Hussein anymore. He looks just like, what about all the mustache cups and everyone doing the mustache thing?
Right?
And
Does it have its own Twitter too?
What's he now going to wear, one of the ones on a stick? You know? I mean, it just grow. But I think he's growing it back because.
What about mustache rides? Mustache rides? No?
He's growing it back because he was on Twitter. Andy, it was happy birthday. And he
wasn't that I retweeted that. It was cute with the hair.
Cute. Yeah, the hair's all sticking out. He's like, just don't worry about it. This is just me after the gym without a shower. Anyway, Reza was there. So Asa looked great. She really did. Like, I liked that dress. I thought
she's a pain in my Asa. I cannot.
No, Asifa. Asifa was with Bobby. Where's Bobby? I thought he was a member of the cast.
No, he's the friend that steps in and out. She's the official Asifa. She's a pain in my Asifa.
Yeah, an Asifa and Asa. I did like Asifa's dress, but I think Heather Dubrow had the same dress on in her cutouts, the one that went around the neck, like thicker at one side.
Oh, I
And I
think
was like,
so.
oh, is Heather Dubrow wearing? And I tweeted to Heather, she didn't answer. I was like, oh, is Heather Dubrow wearing Asifa's dress from the Shah's reunion? Did not get her, because she's obviously thought it was a one-off original or something, and was pissed. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of rocky. The whole Shah's. There's so much.
Do
Well,
we
not
really
hate.
care if Mike blacked out and hit on Gigi,
No,
who is a effing lunatic herself,
I
right?
love Gigi though. Gigi's fabulous when she's drunk and crazy with her knives, and you go to her house and you're like, "Ow, what was that?" on the sofa, and you're like, "Oh, it was Henry the knife."
Okay, I can't wait for you to party with her and come
I
back
go,
with all of these wounds and stitches.
I'd be like, this is one's from Vegas. This is when we went to New York. But yeah, I mean, I would like it.
But like for Gigi to say, I don't really accept your apology when Mike said, listen, I'm sorry for what happened, I just don't remember. And she says, that's not an apology. Coming from someone like her, I thought it was stupid.
Well, I think when Andy asked which one of you videoed it, none of them spoke up. The video was not Bravo video. One of those guys, Reza filmed that shit. I'm guaranteeing you.
Let them walk into the room.
Yeah, I'm guaranteeing you it was Reza.
Yeah.
But he's like this. And Asa was like all uncomfortable, like, oh shit. But what I think Gigi wants is Mike to say, I'm sorry if I touched you inappropriately. I didn't mean it. I don't have any recollection. He keeps jumping backwards and forwards and changing his story about it.
And it didn't happen. Then it's, I don't remember, I blacked out. Now it's, oh, I drank. Oh, now I did pills and I drank. Like he keeps adding on stuff.
And then it's as if to make it sound like, and as Reza said, he doesn't want to say, I'm sorry, it probably did happen, because he was with Jessica, and Jessica will lose her shit.
Oh, she's already lost her shit.
I don't like her, and she's coming on next week, and I was like, ugh. I hope Gigi uses her for target practice. I mean,
well, just sit there and say, and it was on the show with, they were sitting there in Turkey at the nightclub, and Gigi says, stop tugging at my G-string. It was what was going to happen. Like,
I know. And you kind of, and she puts her, and Mike said he was really embarrassed by seeing himself do that because he had no recollection of that either. So that to me was like, Mike, you pushed it a little bit too far. Gigi freaked out because I believe they've been drunk forever together. And he may have crossed that line that has never been crossed before, and maybe it shocked the shit out of Gigi. Who knows? I've never been in that position, thank God. But the reunion was like kind of shady. I mean, it was shade within the first 5 minutes, shade about the fact that
Reza just exploded, and
on Mike about the second-hand Bentley or whatever the hell he's driving. And
I'll take a second-hand Bentley. That's fine.
I was like, it looked nice to me. I mean, it's a nice car. What's wrong with it?
Yeah. Must be a filter on or something on the lens, because it looked great to me. I didn't see any cracks in the leather, did you?
No, I didn't either. I was like, cracks in the red leather? What the hell is he talking? And it's 10 years old, and he's like, it's $100,000 car that I paid $50,000 for. That's a deal to me. You getting something 50% off?
I think in this economy, it's smart. It's smart.
So there was that, but I mean, it was just like. So next week looks more exciting because Jessica gets slayed by Gigi, most probably, and everybody on the sofas, because I don't think anybody likes her.
It doesn't. She doesn't translate well in on the show or the way it's edited. I just think, I mean, there are, I don't know how you are in your relationship, in your marriage. There are some people, I love my partner. There are some people he's friends with I don't care the most for. Mm-hmm. Am I going to tell him who to be friends with? No. Am I going to call them evil? No.
No.
But if they're going to be lunatics and drunk, I don't want them at my wedding. I agree with Jessica with that, but I don't think she should do all the other bullshit.
She didn't care about them being lunatics at the wedding. She cared because she didn't like them. She straight up didn't like them, and she wasn't the
Yeah.
center of attention. She's went after Asa. She's went after Gigi. She's got into fights with Reza. She said mean shit.
I understand MJ because MJ's a little two-faced. I
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
agree with that. But Asa, I think Asa's kind of pretty. What do you have against Asa?
I don't know.
She's too busy walking around with making protests on Hollywood Boulevard.
And being
You know,
apparently
next
on, what is she on the New York? She's on the watch list for her art.
yeah, now she's on the watch list.
She can't fucking. She can't
She
fly.
doesn't care about you, Jessica. She's other things going on.
She's too busy doing shit that gets the
Like, I
American government
understand
pissed off.
Reza being a catty gay, I get it. I'm one too. But to be called evil and you and your fiance's on a reality show. What did you expect, Jessica? Or is this Jessica's game, her reality game? That's what I like to call reality game. Is this her reality game?
Well, did she get pissed off that her wedding wasn't actually shown on the season? I mean,
don't know.
after all the talk about the wedding, and then it wasn't shown on the freaking season. I mean, they could have. Were they hoping for a Mike and Jessica get married spin-off?
Maybe. I mean, we've got a ski trip from Candy.
Yeah, well, that's what we're going to talk about next.
All right, let's talk about that. I know I've been spending these last moments getting caught up. I need to get caught up now with Secrets and Lies. I can't wait for that. But Candy's ski trip and those lunatic Mama Joyce, and now the sisters.
The old lady gang. I mean, they're crazy. That's all I heard.
The black old lady gang.
Yeah,
because it's their only girl.
Well, I thought it was kind of funny that Todd took the other two grandmas, the aunts, to the pot shop, and they claimed they had no idea what was going on and what's that. And
what is this? Why, you can buy it like fried chicken, just like fried chicken.
I was like, honey, you've been smoking that stuff a long time. Shut the fuck up.
They're just in their 50s. I mean,
I'm really. No,
yes.
Candy's
yes.
Candy. Well, Joy said she was 65.
Candy in her 30s?
No, Candy's mom, Mama Joy, said she was 65, and I was like, oh my god, she's the same age as Caitlyn Jenner.
Okay.
She's the same age as Caitlyn Jenner. Now, I'm sorry, but Caitlyn's doing a hell of a lot better for herself than Mama Joyce. I was like, so much for Black Don't Crack. Black looks like shit compared to Caitlyn Jenner. I'm sorry, 65. I'd want to be Caitlyn over Mama Joyce.
Me too, actually.
Talking about Caitlyn Jenner, did you see her without Annie Leibovitz photography and lighting?
With the pool, right? With the girls walking to the pool, the back of them?
They were just out and about in Los Angeles.
No.
And she kind of looks like not as good as she did in the photo shoot. And then there's a photograph of her signing the book or the cover with her plastic surgeon. She's kind of looking more like a Jenner every day.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah. She maybe needs a little bit more done. I'm not sure.
Or a little more softening?
Yeah, she's a little bit too...
Chiseled?
I wanted to say butch.
Chiseled?
Yeah, butch. But anyway, I love her. I think it's great. I do too. I love her too. I'm not watching her freaking reality show.
Why? Why?
Because she's already signed up for the second one. It's done by the same group of people that do the Kardashians. This may start going in the wrong direction, and she becomes a fucking joke.
I don't want her to become a joke. I think what she's doing is wonderful because there's so many transgender people coming out that are celebrities, and there's so many, just 5-10 years ago, this was a whole thing with gays, and we had young people committing suicide and stuff. Yep. I think now it's even bigger in the trans community, and I think it's important to have these positive role models. I don't want it to be a joke, and I'm going to watch it because I don't want it to be a joke. If I see any of those KKK girls, I will just flip out.
Well, they've already signed for season 2. Which makes me feel that they've already got a plan and action of where they're going to make this go. And if the ratings aren't good, then Kim and Chloe and What's Her Chops are coming on board. And maybe I sit down with Chris one time and blah, and it's going to become another Kardashians, but maybe the Jenners. And here's another thing. I don't understand ESPN. ESPN are giving a humanitarian or a courage award Caitlyn for being Caitlyn, not for being. Give it to Why did they not give it to fucking Bruce Jenner? Why did they not give her this Olympia? I don't want her getting a sport.
Well, you heard they're trying to have Bruce's medals taken away from Caitlyn Jenner.
But
which is crap.
Are they Caitlyn's medals? Let's look at this. Had he gone through the whole change and estrogen and all this other stuff that guys have to go through to become would he have been strong enough to win those medals? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But the ESPN thing, I don't understand why can't they give him an award, or sorry, her, I beg your pardon, her, because I'm still talking about Bruce. Bruce was the athlete, Caitlyn the beauty queen, gorgeous, stunning lady. Why are they giving Caitlyn Jenner a sports award when she's not? I've never even seen her play tennis. You know, I mean, I would rather it would be something much bigger, because not everybody I don't watch sports. I had to write down the ESPY award. I didn't know what it was. I've never heard of it. I don't watch ESPN ever. I don't watch football and all that crap.
Don't even know what you're talking about.
So can we get something like, what about in a few years when she has done a lot for the transgender community? Give her a fucking Nobel Peace Prize, or the prize that the girl from the girl that was shot by the Taliban, and she helped other girls come out of the background, and she wants education in Afghanistan. Yeah. Give it to Caitlyn Jenner then once she's accomplished. It's like giving her something for having
she was up for another kind of award too, not a sports one, but something else, as she just came out, and there was other people that were in line for this that have done also kind of great works, and they were kind of looking or being, overlooked for it, and there was a big controversy with that.
Well, and I think there's a big controversy with the sports one too, because there are kids that have achieved like diversity, that have managed to get through high school football homeless, or managed to get to college with absolutely no background, no money, and they've scraped their way through college and still stayed on the team, or people that are already in the NFL or in the hockey leagues or whatever, doing so much for the communities. I just don't. I think it's too soon for Caitlyn Jenner to.
I think we need to not give Caitlyn any awards, and let's get through season 1.
Yes, let's get through first. I mean, July.
And let's see what awards she's nominated for. But let's hold off on the awards and let Caitlyn get adjusted still. I mean, it's not even been a month?
No. Well, she's not even done the whole adjustment yet.
Yeah.
She's not even done the whole thing. Let her transition.
But broke the record for the
Twitter followers.
To 1 million in an hour?
I know. 2 million in less than 24. I was like, holy crap. But anyway, let's get back on track. Candy's ski trips, lots of screaming and shouting from the grandmas. And then the best moment in Real Housewives of Atlanta / ski trip history, when Todd said to Mama Joyce, "I swear on my mom's grave, I didn't sleep with the assistant." And Joyce had no words. She was completely fucking silent. I was like, Team Todd, shut Mama Joyce down.
Well, but I can't understand, why can't Candy shut Mama Joyce down? Is she scared of Mama Joyce?
No one can do it. Todd managed to do it. And I think it was the first time Joyce ever thought, oh my God, I know you loved your mom, she's dead, and you're going to swear on her grave. It was like oh shit, he's being serious. And no, Mama Joyce doesn't have any respect for people.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
nothing.
problem.
Not the assistants, not anything.
No. Anybody, and that bloody assistant Matthew, he better watch out. Confiding in Mama Joyce is going to backfire on him. Don Juan's like, I told him. I tweeted it out, and Don Juan, the assistant, tweeted me back and said, I told him. So I don't know if he's still there, but Matthew, you.
What about that electric sleep mask? Now I saw Brandi Glanville have it on an Instagram or Twitter photo.
Didn't Bethany have one too?
Maybe was it Bethany or Brandy? Somebody had one
I
on.
think Brandy had one on at one point.
What
But
is that, Glammy? Because I need to order one.
I don't know, but it's pink laser light or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like Kim Zolciak, you know. I don't know if I need that yet.
I miss Kim. Are we excited? I don't see anything on the Bravo site about their road trip. Does it get canceled?
Maybe, I don't know, after, you know, what did Nene say at the reunion? Oh, Cynthia was her best friend that she's ever had over Kim and everybody else. Oh, please, there you go. There's your TV show going right out the window. But anyway, talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, Tamara Tattles. Okay, if you do not go to her website, it's tamaratattles.com. She has broken some news about Real Housewives of Atlanta. And
which, by the way, is the highest rated of the franchises, which I was surprised.
Shocking. I can believe that. Anyway, let me find it. The people that are coming back on Real Housewives of Orange County next season are...
Real Housewives of Atlanta, you mean?
Of Atlanta, sorry. I'm going to it's Tamara. It's Tamara, tattles.com. And not to be mistaken with Tamra. Anyway, he does some fabulous blogs. Piping hot tea for season 8 casting of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Casting tea is that the people that got letters yesterday were Kenya, Cynthia, Candy, and Nene. Full contracts. Phaedra, Claudia, and Portia could be confirmed or denied at this point.
No. Nene is back?
Mm-hmm. Portia is having her usual meltdown with production at this time, probably. Tamara gets all this information. She has really good sources inside people from, you know, for Atlanta. And everybody's kind of a little shocked that Phaedra may not be coming back, but you know that Andy Cohen always said, "Oh, Apollo's my favorite house husband," and well, he's in jail now. There's no one for him to look at. He doesn't have to pretend to like the kids, you know, because all he wanted to do was touch Apollo's nice big arms and be close to Apollo. But I don't think he liked Phaedra as much as Phaedra thought.
Well, I love Phaedra's one-liners, but I think as a friend, giving those one-liners is much better than a whole storyline about what did she do? She had her house cleansed by some crazy-looking preacher and his wife.
Yep.
There wasn't a whole lot, and yeah, we understand, you know, as far as what's going on. But I mean, just I need a quick update about are the kids visiting Apollo in jail, and some quick one-liners from Phaedra. So that's really all I need.
So she needs a friend. She needs to be demoted to friend.
Yes, and I don't need Portia.
I don't need Portia. I don't need Claudia. I'm sorry.
But I like Portia on Reality Nation.
I've never watched her on Reality Nation.
You've never watched her on that Ricky Smiley show?
Nope, never watched it.
Hilarious.
Well, maybe she needs to
awesome
do that then, because she doesn't have a storyline.
Yeah, no.
And
Housewives, no.
Claudia's got a new man, so maybe she might be coming back. This is from Tamara Tattles, who's brilliant.
I like Claudia.
Claudia might be coming back.
I can live without Nene. What about Kenya? Are we happy Kenya's back?
I am, because Kenya is fucking fabulous. She brings it every time. I mean, she's come up with so much. Think about the one-liners that Phaedra's come up with. You know, oh, Jesus, take the wheel, or Jesus, help me.
I do. I like her much better.
Kenya, you know, I'm gone with the wind, fabulous. I mean, and then it just expands it into an entire franchise. You know, she's got it.
I like her much better than I used to. I used to hashtag her as the Black Devil. But I don't think that
was great before. I mean, it was so cool that she was that way, because she's evolved into this. She is the damn show. Sorry.
And I do, and I like Kenya. I want her back, and I want to know what happened between the Millionaire Matchmaker matchup and the guy being married and another kind of staged relationship.
Well, that's why I don't watch Patty Stanger's show, because how many people does she actually hook up? For real? Nobody, it sounds like. She just takes all these rich men's money and then sends them out with a couple of, I don't know.
Well, she gives the updates. She gives the updates at the end, but I don't think anyone's following up.
I don't think. You know, Kenya has 3 dates, and well, I'm glad she had 3 dates, because apparently the guy's girlfriend, now wife, was watching the show and said, "Hey, go on the show." What do you mean go on the show? So anyway, but we're running out of time. So
We are running out of time, and we've got to get to New York also too, right?
I've got 3 more things I want to talk about after this. New York. It's what the hell? I mean, really. I want to love Bethany so badly.
You
I really
took
love her.
the words right out of my. I almost like peed a little bit. You absolutely. Bethany is. For someone who's screaming, I want my walls up, I don't want any attention, certainly commands a lot of attention by doing that.
What I'm trying to say is, listen, I want to be part of the group, but I'll tell you, don't you freaking ask me about my life. And remember, people like Heather and stuff are brand new to her. She doesn't know these women. So would you just be sitting there with a group of friends at dinner with a camera there and suddenly start talking about your custody between you and Terry? You know, it's like, oh my God, who's getting the dog? Oh my God, I've got to tell you. You wouldn't discuss it with a stranger.
All I can say with Bethany these last few episodes is I could see why the talk show was canceled. I mean,
I think I think the stress of her being on the show. I agree with what Eric said. She should have probably done it next season when her legal issues are sorted out.
I agree, and I'm so sick of things like I'm hanging by a thread.
Oh yeah, I'm hanging.
If I let the wall down, I'm just going to be crying in a big pool. I'm sick of it. We all have stuff we're going through. I
do like get off my jock. That is.
I love her one-liners.
Yeah, get off my jock. And now she's got GTOJ as the hashtag. Or GOT, whatever it is. And I'm like, oh my God. So she's still funny. And in her cutaway interviews, she's normal. It's like she's Bethany. And when she's not with all these, I mean, she's actually normal when she's around the whole Luann thing last night. Are we friends or not? You know, that was back to the Hamptons a few years ago, you know, slithery, snaky. I was like, okay, this is actually going to be okay. She likes Dorinda because I think Dorinda to her is very genuine. Obviously, she clicked with Carol because Carol's also self-made.
Carol's easygoing too.
Yes, and she's got herself made. She's not scared to say what she feels. With the other one with the blonde hair, who's friends with
Kristen.
Kristen's friends with Brandy, right? Brandy
Kristen's
Blanda?
good friends with Brandy. They modeled together, yeah.
And I don't believe I heard that Bethany doesn't like Brandy because she's friends with Lisa Rinna and Kyle Richards. So there's that whole thing going on there.
Really? Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Glammy getting all the inside scoops here.
Oh, and did you hear that Kim Richards is most probably fired from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? And so has Kyle been, apparently?
Yeah, because she's doing that other reality show, right?
Bullshit. That's never going to last. Oh, about her family. So New York is a bit crazy. I don't get it. Dorinda's house is fucking gorgeous. I mean,
I love it.
And do you see Heather's face every time anyone says how beautiful this is a great Berkshire's vacation? She's like, because they didn't want to stay in a garage, Heather. I'm sorry. You know.
Heather's place is gorgeous. I would stay in that garage.
I would stay in the garage too, but you know, I'd rather stay at Dorinda's because I think there's just more space and there's air conditioning.
And I love the drama of the way she's decorated everything.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
So is there a zebra skin upstairs on the floor?
I think so.
I'm like, is it real? Please tell me it's real.
Besides the way I feel Dorinda kind of treats John, I think she could treat him a little bit better.
I do too.
Pretty loyal. I love Dorinda.
See, I mean, Eric was saying that I remind him of her, the way that I am with people. I don't treat Doug that way. I would never treat him that way in public. I mean, maybe behind closed doors, yeah, but not, bitch, get me some tea. But, you know, if you want any of
as you heard earlier before the show started.
If you want, yeah, you.
How I talk to my husband, my pets.
yeah, me too. And I'm just like, listen. So, but I don't get why. I don't understand. I think Heather came into this season thinking she was going to become besties with Bethany, and they were going to rule the whole world.
Absolutely.
And it's not working out that way. And she's absolutely floored that Carol and Dorinda, the other new chick, are really good friends with Bethany, and Bethany's close with Ramona, and she's trying to help Sonia. Did you see Sonia's Oh my God, out of depth Sonia was at that meeting. I thought.
Oh, it's a branding meeting, right? Last
I
night.
thought she was going to piss her pants, and she was just writing things like, "Oh my God, fuck, where am I? What the fuck? Help me get the fuck out of here. My name is Sonia Morgan. Remember your name. Underline Sonia."
Is this what a real meeting's like? Is this what a real meeting's like?
Where am I? Where's the Pinot Grigio? And of course,
can I get a skinny girl margarita?
she was completely wrong in what she was saying. She was like, "Oh, I thought this was a branding meeting with lots of different companies. Conagra were there, and all these big companies were there because Bethany sells her brand through these different companies. It's not all skinny girl. There's, you know, the wine companies and the the liquor companies and the cracker companies, the chip company. Everybody was there from different
salad dressing. I mean, Jesus, she's got more crap than Paul Newman does.
I was about to say, Paul, she's coming out with pizza next.
Were you really?
I was fucking Paul Newman. She's gonna be coming out with a pasta sauce, and she's gonna have the pizza line. The whole fucking thing is going to be Bethany's pizza, skinny girl pizza.
I want skinny girl marinara sauce. That's all I'm waiting for that.
Right, next thing. Secrets and Wives.
Secrets and Wives, yes.
If you like Vicky Gunvalson, you will love Susan from Secrets and Wives. She has a job. She has a job.
Does she sell insurance?
I don't know. I don't believe. I think she may have insurance.
What's her job?
I don't know. I think she's got her own company. I can't remember what the hell. It literally have come blank. But she does work full time. Her husband's now at the penitentiary, and she's been very honest about it. Last night she was at dinner with him, and she's talking about, remember after the 2 year and a half stint, I gave you a blowjob in the McDonald's parking lot on the way home.
Let's walk me through that again. So if you like Vicky Gunvalson, you'll love her because she has a job. And now that her husband's out of the penitentiary, is that what you just said to me?
Stop it. There's more. Do you know? Okay, so Liza is kind of battling with Susan, and even on Twitter last night they were battling backwards and forwards. Look, gets even worse. Liza had an affair with a very famous man, and it's crazy. It's so fucking cool. I'm not saying the man's name. I'll tell you off air.
I can't look at you.
But anyway, Susan was attacked at dinner because apparently her husband stole money from people, and Susan's answer was so half of Wall Street did the same fucking thing. Get over it, which is true.
So this is the show. This isn't a dream you had.
I love this show. They're fabulous women.
I've got to tune in.
There's a Bernese mountain dog. Listen, the dogs are gorgeous. They've got little dogs. They've got Bernese mountain dogs. They're it's just such a good fun show. And I'll tell you, it reminds me so much of Eric. I'm telling you, Eric and all his gay friends act just like this. They're a bunch of bitches, but they love each other. And Gail's married to the plastic surgeon, and Gail, I didn't like episode 1, but she's kind of grown on me, and she's kind of got just... And they went to that silly bike thing. Have you seen where you get on the bike and you rock out to music, and I don't know what it's called, cycling?
Did you take a Molly before the show started?
No, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant show.
I cannot wait to watch it. Oh my gosh.
Okay, you have to watch it, and you have to think about all the things I told you. Now, Odd Mom out. Hated it. I tried.
I tried too. I tried as well.
I don't want to be anywhere near the PTA. Don't want to be anywhere near soccer moms. I definitely don't want to be near soccer moms that have money. And it was not funny to me. It was just
I got about 10 minutes in. I love the thing with a donut. It's just a gay bagel. I thought that was funny. Yeah. Other than that, I just don't care. Nobody's really, the one girl that's the sister-in-law from Saturday Night Live, I like her. but I still don't care.
I don't care. I'm not
I
watching
still
again,
care.
sorry. Ladies of London did the whole cutie little video or picture with them all lying on the ground, making an LOL.
Yeah.
They're definitely back this summer. Can't wait. Those girls are my favorite. It's like watching home. There was one last thing I wanted to say. Damn it.
Jeff Lewis just had a birthday from
Yes.
out.
And
Birthday, Jeff. We love you.
And next week, you guys have to be on this site so much because it's Big Brother 17, and John and Eric have got so much going on with Big Brother 17. The house guests are revealed on the 16th of June via CBS All Access, which is like $5.99 a month. Get your feeds from these guys. Press the link wherever it is. John will tell you. It's on their site somewhere. Just right here, wherever it is. Anyway, we get, if you sign up now, it's cheaper than last year, but you also get, like, today at 4:30, Derek's on, is a live chat, then Frankie's on, is it tomorrow or the next day, then you get house guest reveal.
Yep.
I really would love it if they would screw with the heads of the house guests and decorate every room in an international, like a Japan room, a British room, like the bathroom's Britain, with the telephone boxes and showers and
like
all
a
the
French room, like an Eiffel Tower room.
Yes, exactly, baguettes and all that crap, and all the food is to do with it's all the international foods, and in each room it says, you know, how to say hello in French, you know, and then you look at the camera and you say, so they think they're on the international edition, the first ever international edition, and they think it's going worldwide, and they have to learn how to say it in Russian, like the chess pieces, you know, the chessboard. I would have it like a Siberian tent, and it would be battleships.
Ooh.
It wouldn't be. It would be great, and HOH would be Switzerland. The HOH would be Switzerland because you know everybody knows about being
I
Switzerland.
love it. Being neutral.
I would love it, this sort of thing, but of course they never call me for my input. So I've heard all these stupid rumors on the internet, which they're all fucking wrong. I think they're always wrong. Have been for years.
Sure.
So we have to wait and see, and we're gonna see. You know, I don't know why CBS have changed the format this year. CBS used to allow press days happen, then the press would all keep their little mouths shut, and then CBS would release, and then, like the house guests and all this sort of stuff, and then the interviews would be released. Well, this year, CBS are releasing the house guests, then the press get to meet them. It's obviously a secret. Something's a big secret.
Something's up.
Is it because of the Hollywood Reporter last year putting up the Frankie Grande picture saying he was on before anybody released anything?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You have to tune into our site.
Yes. And we will probably slip in a little Big Brother into every one of our shows. Like, I hate such and such.
Awesome.
Wait, just 1 minute. Is Eric not on our show this year because is he in sequester?
Who? Eric?
Eric. Eric's not on our show this week. Has he been kidnapped and is he on sequester?
I don't know.
There's a rumor for you guys. He's not answering the phone. I wonder why. Who knows? It's that good. I've actually only known 2 house guests before they went in the house, so I'm not going to tell you the names.
So final thoughts. Entourage, the movie. Did you like it?
Oh my God! I'm going back again. It is the greatest.
I loved it. I saw it last night.
Oh my God! Arigo punching the wall and saying, "Okay, we can continue." Why did you stop taking the anger pills? Because I didn't think they were working.
When he punched the cat picture.
And then sat down and said, "Okay, we can continue." It was and I can't talk about the ending, but the ending was fucking epic. It was, oh my God.
So good. If you like Entourage, it is just a big episode of Entourage. It's everything in it. I loved it. I went
opening day at 10
I know, you posted your tickets on Facebook.
I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it was, the beginning was crazy for me because the Jane's Addiction music didn't start for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh, what's happening? And then it came on, and I was like, yes, it's Entourage. I was just like, yes. And there's more boobs. It's just like a normal episode. And a lot of the critics are like 12 that write about the damn show, the movie, because they've never seen the show and don't understand why celebrities are there. Just think Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt goes to a restaurant, all these other celebrities come up and say hello. John and I don't have the guts to go up and say, hey, Brad. Total strangers do not go up. Vince is supposed to be a movie star. He has movie star friends, agents, people, models. That's why there's 43 cameos. It was brilliant. I mean, even Mark Wahlberg's 1-minute skit about promoting himself was okay.
About the
Ted, and he had, was it hamster or gerbil that would kick the door down? It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And just go see it. It came in 3rd, I think, at the box office this weekend.
Yeah.
Behind Spy and something else.
If you love Entourage, you're going to love the movie. It's everything.
It's everything. And what was the best part was they didn't change it into a movie. It was an episode of Entourage, and it was
another episode. It was like an hour long.
Brilliant. And Ari Gold. Oh my God, he is
my favorite person ever.
And my husband looks just like him.
He does. He does.
He looks just like, and he acts just like him. Every time Ari had a meltdown, I touched my husband's hands and went, "You do that. That's you. That's you at work. That's you throwing shit down, stomping around, saying nothing." I mean, that's it. That's my husband for you.
All right, Glammy, where can we find you?
PrincessGlammy.com or Princess Glammy on Twitter, and we are going to have a fabulous summer. There's so much happening.
Everything's happening.
Everything's happening. Buy your feeds from these guys. Press the link. They're great.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Glammy.
We love you guys.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I'm John Richardson. You can find me at Comedy Jonah on everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of it. Don't forget to check out all the rest of our Bravo content at yourrealityrecaps.com/Bravo. Again, Eric is reading the Orange County blogs this season.
Hilarious.
We've got all of our regular stuff, and we've got current and past episodes of Mine and Glammy Show. So until next week, bye, everybody.
Bye.